Hello, it's Ken here. I kind of wanted to dive straight into a sensitive topic, and the topic is about depression. Since recently, I myself have felt uh, really deep into depression, and I've kind of gone through, or I might have just gone through the dark night of the soul when I didn't feel like just continuing with life. I'm hoping from what I'm about to tell you gives you some type of comfort in yourself, more belief in yourself, because we all have asked ourselves this question, and that is life really worth living? Of course. I must say that. All right, so I've come up with this quote, and I've mentioned it to a friend of mine, and she thought it was cool, but it was very, very, very deep. And in the quote goes like this: In heaven they'll say he didn't trust anyone. In hell, he trusted someone. And my meaning behind this quote is we all go through trials. Actually, just think about the first quote. In heaven they'll say he didn't trust anyone. And the second line would basically say, in hell, he trusted someone. The definition behind this quote, I'm basically saying that the trials, all the obstacles that are thrown your way in this life, they really are a test. They really are meant to test you. They really are meant to make you stronger. Of course, you're going to go through life and you're going to get hurt. People are going to hurt you. I'm sure some even unknowingly, you know, they hurt you. I remember a friend of mine, a co-worker, I should say, but he's a friend. He told me that no matter what you do with your life, you shouldn't give up, because if you give up, life is just going to continue. Time is going to keep flowing. Everyone's going to continue doing what they were doing, continuing with their lives. People are going to leave you behind. It is your job to make sure you're not forgotten. It is your job to leave a mark in this world. It is your job to continue living. Of course, it's not like that we know of. We didn't exactly sign up for this. But life is definitely meant to be enjoyed. You are meant to live every day to your best enjoyment. But let's get back to the quote. In heaven, they'll say, you didn't trust anyone. The tests that are thrown your way are meant to break you. They are meant to, of course, they are meant to make you stronger, but tests can break you. Tests have broken people. And of course, if these people would have pushed a little bit more, I'm sure, of course, I'm almost 100% sure that they would have done something amazing. Like, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, or so they say. And I've seen this light myself. I've walked through life. I've gone through some very abnormal things that I would think is abnormal. You are meant to enjoy life. I can't exactly describe it myself of how you're meant to go through this life, but there is a purpose for everyone. Everyone does have their own purpose. Everyone does have things they have to go through to achieve this purpose. Everyone is supposed to go through life finding this purpose. Some people find it a little bit early, some people find it a little bit late. And of course, for majority of people, I would have to say that their purpose is probably something they're like very, very afraid of doing. Singing is a good example. Some people are just naturally good singers. They're gifted, they're blessed. That's their blessing. Of course. Well, you know what? You've ever had that friend. This is a better example. You ever had that friend that would always say they're a bad singer, they're afraid, they just don't want to sing. They they're afraid. They're afraid of what comes afterwards, the thought of maybe somebody just telling them you were right. Don't sing. No, those people are normally the ones that have a very natural, like beautiful voice. Finding your purpose in life can sometimes be something that's like right in front of you. There's like a big picture, but you're like standing right in front of this object that's for you. It's been right in front. It's been in plain sight the whole time, basically. Your talents, they've all been in plain sight. Or at least I would think so. From my experience, I've seen that be the case. Mental health is definitely a very serious thing, especially in the year of 2021 with COVID going on, COVID-19. It is a very crazy year. I just don't know what next year is going to bring because, every single year kind of brings something that we don't want. I've actually asked myself a bunch of times, how does one live? But you've ever you've ever come into a topic or you've ever seen something happen, you're just like, why? Why did that person do that? The why is very powerful. What I mean to say, the purpose. Your purpose for living. You have to find your purpose for living. Purpose is everything. The things you want to achieve, your dreams. Most people know what they want. Most people know that they want to become a doctor, they want to join the military, you know, they want to become a firefighter, they want to be singers, artists. Most people know what they want. Most people know where they want to, where they want to prosper in, where they can see themselves happy doing what they love, because that love is a passion. Passion is another thing that's something very powerful. It's almost like how some people have hobbies. Your hobby could be your passion. Some people, well, let me just say guys or women too. I don't see women being much into video games, but women too. I've seen women streamers, that play amazingly, of course. Um, there's people like streamers, for example. They have a passion for gaming. They make gaming like their hobby. It becomes their passion. It goes from hobby to passion. They find out they're really good at it. They strive. They keep pushing forward. They get better. They keep practicing every single day. Of course, that was such a bad example. You can already find out I'm kind of a nerd. I'm talking about video games. I could have used an example like football, but I didn't do that, which I should have. But football is another one. Basketball is another one. Hobbies. Hobbies can be anything. You can make gardening your hobby, and it becomes your passion. You become so interested in the things you plant. And that's how it goes. You gotta plant the seed, and then you gotta water it every single day. When you water it, it'll grow. It'll, if it bears fruit, it bears fruit. I mean, it's always gonna bear fruit. The plant will grow. The seed will grow. You know, the plant will have its roots. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the hobby, the passion, and the passion becomes an obsession. Something you practice at every day, something you nurture. You want to nurture the seed. You know what you're working with, you're nurturing the seed. Every single day, you're honing your craft, you're practicing. You know what you're good at, so that's what you do. And that's what you should be doing right now. You should be planting your seed. You know where you need to plant it. I'm not sure if it's in the left side of the yard, the right side of the yard. You know where you need to plant it. From there, you have to water every single day. I become obsessed that this seed will grow and it'll bear fruits unlike any other. That's when you reap what you sow. It's something you have to think about consistently. You reap what you sow. But those words are basically universal. It can be good, it can be bad. But since we're talking about honing your skill, you know, it's not supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to empower you. It's supposed to make you be happy, you know? You gotta find what you love. Because if you don't find what you love, you're gonna be roaming around this earth forever, wondering what you should be doing, why you're on this earth. Finding what makes you happy, being a walking corpse. Because I know some days that's what it feels like. It's easy to be depressed. It's very easy to just look down. But if you look up, you'll see the stars and how they all align for you. The world is your oyster. Take what's yours. And don't think that if you don't take it, somebody else will. No, it's yours. It's all yours. There is no taking. It's you. You're the only one that can take from it. You're the only one that can drink from the fountain, you know? This is all you. Well, I guess I'll end this here. Hopefully, the next podcast, I'll see about having somebody else jump into it, you know? But I'll catch you guys next time. And make sure to have a wonderful day. Bye.